Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Greetings of peace. Om Shanti. I hope everyone is doing well and you are keeping safe. This weather is changing for us here in the east and in the north. It's getting warmer, and for some of us on the other side of the world, it's getting colder. But it's all natural, right? And what we expect. Given all the circumstances that are happening in our world today, I hope that each one of you are finding it in your hearts to hold your peace, to hold compassion, and to share that with the world. Our topic today is perfection versus being complete. And I chose this to talk about and to explore and experience today because we keep hearing these expressions, oh, we're not living in a perfect world. Oh, nobody's perfect. And that is true. But the word exists. The word perfect, perfection, it exists, which means that there has to be some connection between us and that word. What is that connection? It is true that we're not perfect now, today, but the mere fact that this word exists, could it be that before I acquired all the anger or hatred or jealousy or any type of negativity, hurt, pain, sorrow, before that, could it have been that I was so whole, I was so complete in my goodness? Was there such a time? And over the course of time, by being here on this earth, we've gathered lots of other things that then cover that completeness, that wholeness of who we really are. And so this is why I thought, rather than striving to become perfect, which could be quite challenging, maybe it might be better if we focus on just coming to that place within myself where I feel full, I feel whole, I feel complete. You see, there is the other side called perfectionist. A perfectionist, right, is someone who is always stressed. I'm saying it because in our world today, as we know, it's not a perfect world, right? So a perfectionist can never be happy. There will always be something that will disturb their inner peace. So as much as to be perfect sounds beautiful, but it sounds so unreachable. And if I'm going to be a perfectionist and everything has to be perfect, it is perfect in my mind, perfect from my perspective. Maybe it is perfect as it is, but from my perspective, it's not perfect. So I'm juggling with these things. So perfection can be very relevant. What may be perfect for me may not be perfect for somebody else. And what may be perfect for you may not be perfect for me. So what is perfection? But yes, my completeness, if I'm complete in my truth, that is the same for all of us. Peace, love, happiness, purity, wisdom, bliss, power, compassion, kindness. These are all who we are. Every single being is infused with these qualities. That's our truth. And that's when we are coming from that place within ourselves 24/7, then we are complete. That's my fullness. That's my wholeness, my wholesomeness. That's when I'm coming from my true being. And I feel that is something that is much more reachable. Perfection is when we begin to compare. And because each and every one of us is so different, our perfection, our degree of perfection would be different. And so when we compare, then we can say, oh, this thing is perfect and this thing is not perfect. But when we look at the characteristics of that thing or person, we will see that it is perfect in the way it is, because that is what it is. So when we compare, these things happen. When we don't compare, then I can achieve my fullness, my wholesomeness. And that will be the same for all of us. Maybe until our world becomes perfect, maybe we shouldn't think about becoming perfect. We should more think about filling ourselves. So how do we fill ourselves? Yes, by practicing. The more we practice, the better we are at something, right? So the more we give love, the more loving we become. The more we share peace, the more peaceful we become. The more we express kindness, the more of a kinder person we become. But who do I look at as an example? There are many in our world. And many times, we also tend to look at the ultimate source, the divine. And why do we say the ultimate source? Why do we say the highest source? Why do we say the eternal one? Because that eternal one is supposedly perfect, meaning no flaws. You know, perfect diamond is a diamond that has absolutely no flaws at all. And how many perfect diamonds there are, and how expensive they are. So there are not going to be many perfect beings. There are going to be very few. One of them is the Supreme Being. So the Supreme Being reflects completeness, reflects perfection in the truest sense of the word, which means no flaws at all. Accurate, complete. So when we look into the light of the divine, we see reflecting back at us my completeness, my wholesomeness, and the courage for me to step forward and reach my wholesomeness. So let us spend the next few minutes experimenting with this idea of being in the company of the Supreme and allowing God's light to infuse the enthusiasm and the courage for me to acquire or reach my completeness. I wouldn't say perfection. I'm hoping that by working to become so full of my own goodness, that eventually we reach that perfect state, whenever, whatever that may be. So let us relax ourselves, take a deep breath in, relax, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, keeping both feet on the ground. Let your breathing be deep and natural and regular, and observing my breath I gently turn my thoughts away from the material world, from all the activities of the day, and I look within and concentrate my thoughts on the center of the forehead, behind the eyes, and rest on the life, the light, the inner source, the star that I am. I see myself as that beautiful, sparkling star. And I shine and radiate with the light of peace, of love, of joy. I can feel this energy rising up. I would love to be like this all the time. For I know that this is who I really am. There are times living in this not so perfect world, my own imperfections get triggered. And I move away from my own complete and beautiful self. It's almost as if I'm not full. So to fill myself, I know I need to stay connected with the eternal source of goodness, the eternal source of completeness. The eternal light. I now turn my thoughts to that one. And I connect my mind, my heart to that eternal light. This eternal light is so full, is so complete, that nothing can shake it from its completeness. This eternal light is so stable in the truth of who He is. I can safely say that the eternal light is perfect. I can see myself, my own goodness, being reflected back at me. I open my heart to allow the eternal light to fill my own being, to keep filling it. Allowing that light to touch all the dark corners of my being, bringing light and filling me to overflowing. Absorb yourself in God's light. And when you're ready, you may bring your thoughts back very gently to the room in which you are sitting and reconnect with your body. Om Shanti. I would like you to hold yourself there and challenge yourself to act from that place from now onwards. And whenever you feel that you are slipping from that beautiful place of completeness, take a moment, take in a deep breath and reconnect. Allow that eternal light, right, to come into your heart, filling your inner space with that light, and then keep using it. So those are the two main methods. Keep using it, keep sharing it. The more we share, the more it multiplies. And the more we stay connected, the more we are getting also, we are receiving. So with those two methods, there will come a time when you will reach really full to overflowing and you wouldn't move from there. That will be your ultimate. So wishing you all the best, keep practicing, and we shall meet again. Take care.